everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the trade review of what happened today. Just explaining how the trades could have been taken today in this bloodbath that we had. A nice big solid red candle in both Nifty and Banknifty, and also see the trade possibilities for tomorrow. Firstly, I'm going to start with the daily chart of Banknifty. That's what I've opened here. See, I could not make a video analysis for yesterday because I was held up with some work. But today morning in our Cosmofeed group, I posted this, that this is a strong resistance level, that if we are getting a gap up based on the US markets, right? So that's why I mentioned that this is what I mentioned, that if you're getting a gap up and the gap up sustains, only then short covering will come. Otherwise, this area is a pretty strong zone. We opened above this. This is the daily chart of Bank Nifty. Let's just see the trade that could have worked today in the Nifty and Bank Nifty first. See, we definitely opened above the resistance zone, but we could not sustain, and this was the gap area, right? And always in my videos I've been reiterating that the gap can act as a good resistance or a support, the gap boundaries. So exactly we opened where this gap is, and we made this high wick candle, right, in 15 minutes. If you just check 5 minutes, also there was one high wick candle. Alright, so on this 5-minute chart, when we got this price action, got a nice rejection from exactly R2 of CPR, that's when immediately I had a view that if this level breaks, right, whatever gap up that was there today could come into play. We could fill that gap, and probably if the previous day high breaks, then probably hit CPR. That's also the same observation that we posted here, that if the opening low breaks, the first target will be this R1 of CPR, and then when the CPR breaks, when the R1 broke, mentioned the next target is CPR. Okay. See, at this point, right, when we came here in this 15 minutes, suddenly I kind of felt this price action is, I was not happy on the 15 minute when the candle was forming. It was like a nice inverted hammer. I exited my trade here, which was an early exit, then again continued with the short once this trend line broke. And I kind of posted the same observation here also, that closing this trade for now because I'm not happy with the price action. And then when the CPR hit and we were about to break CPR, right, the better trade was when in Bank Nifty on 5 minute, this kind of trend line. See, this was a long trend line that was taking support from almost thrice. Any trend line that has taken support more than twice, right, like 3-4 times, and the fourth time it's breaking, it's a good break. So the moment this trend line broke, we started scalping as per the analysis that I posted here in Bank Nifty. Again here we started taking puts all the way, and when we came here, right, 33,000, this is where I thought the market will hold for the day, and probably in the end, like towards 3 o'clock, 2:33, towards the end we'll get a dip. But by then what happened was the US market was heavily down. From Dow Jones being plus 100, it was already about minus 300 or 200 or 500 by then 1 o'clock. And that's because this was the OI chart that was taken at about, when did I put this, at about 12 o'clock, that there was a heavy put writing at 33,000, which could have acted as a good support, right? See, all through the day there were call writings. That's the reason we confidently went on the short side without any problem. There were call writings. Even 33,500, which was out of the money, had a lot of call writing. That was the bearishness in the market. And also this price action, right, on the hourly chart, when you see, there was a good support at 33,090, around 33,000. So that's where I thought the market would hold. So we booked the profits kind of at this level, right? The moment when this green candle started forming, we kind of booked the profit, and then did some scalping. But it was so bearish that even this level broke, and then we started falling. See, today was an easy day to trade. If anybody knew something about support, resistance, trend line, if somebody knows basic things about CPR, it was a beautiful day to trade. I mean, like, it was quite easy. Obviously there's no any big analysis that is required. See, the best entry according to me, right, if you follow CPR, was when this previous day high broke, and then we could have just kept trailing stop loss, and the trailing stop loss never hit. Now the interesting thing is when I go to a 15-minute chart, sorry, a 15-minute time frame, out of 6 hours of trading, there was only one 15-minute candle which kind of gave us a green candle. Obviously these last were like profit booking, it's obvious, but the entire market, you see, let me hide everything. See, the entire day we just had red candles on the 15-minute chart, right? So this was our trade in Banknifty, and something similar that what we posted here. Now just taking a look at Nifty. Nifty fell about 500 points from the day's high. See, Nifty also perfectly took resistance. Nifty was a much easier trade than Bank Nifty because, see, Bank Nifty had gapped up above this resistance, the second blue line, right? The strong resistance. The Bank Nifty had gapped up above that, so we had to wait until that we broke into that strong resistance. But Nifty, even after gap up, we could not, we never went above this resistance line. Perfectly, we had R2 and started dipping. Right, for anybody who trades only on this chart patterns and trend line breakout, this trend line, right, either you keep it like this. Let me just make the chart bigger. Or this trend line, right, the moment this broke and the previous day low broke, it was even a bigger shot for Nifty, and see the kind of fall that we had was beautiful. Now let's just see the levels for the daily chart level. See, we got a nice bearish candle. This gap down resistance never broke, and in Bank Nifty we were always looking at this inverted head and shoulder target, right? If this is the left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and the target that I was mentioning in all my videos is probably, we are almost there, 32,250. Probably if today we get a gap down, tomorrow if we get a gap down, probably this will be achieved, this head and shoulder target. Now coming for the levels, like how much more the market can go. First thing is in Bank Nifty, we have a very good support over here, that is 32,160. And we also have this nice trend line from here where we have exactly taken support from here. So we'll have to see if we dip and come until this trend line and break this support level, or we are going to get a bounce from here. But the next target I see is 32,180, and even if that breaks, probably even 32,000. See, when we look at the intraday levels, for this is the 15-minute intraday levels chart that I have. See, we perfectly came and stopped over here, which was also a line that I had put at about 32,492, but we made a low of 32,540. That is okay. Now just using the CPR to analyze for tomorrow. See, we have a pretty wide CPR. Okay, if somebody has made nice money today, the best plan for tomorrow is not to take a trade unless this day's low is gone. Obviously, I'm not expecting a big reversal tomorrow itself. That's not going to happen. And I'm also not expecting a big downside tomorrow. See, because of this wide CPR that we have, depending on wherever we gap up, will just be between one level, either between previous day low and the CPR, or R1 and the previous day low. So this will be the level because of the wide CPR. Let me turn off this lines. Because of the wide CPR, we'll have sideways day. What I'm expecting is we might make some kind of a, let me come to this plain chart. This is the same Bank Nifty 15-minute chart. I just wanted a cleaner chart. See, we have always been, how the market moves is we fall, kind of consolidate, get one big fall, consolidate, fall. Here it was choppy, we fell. Now here again we were choppy, it was a corrective, price action, fell. Now for the next 1 or 2 days until next Monday or Tuesday, maybe we might be sideways and for some time and then fall, or we might just get one quick fall again until this 32,000 or 150 and then be sideways. That's what the CPR is indicating. white CPR, meaning the trend will be sideways. And tomorrow even option sellers won't make much because of Friday. The premium decay won't be much unless you get a pretty big move. Now if the bank nifty remains between 32,500 and say 32,900, even option sellers won't make much. So depending on the trend, right, whether if it is a sideways, just avoid. In case in the morning itself we break previous day low, we might get a quick scalp until this level S1 or probably 50% of S1 and S2. That's it. There might be just one trade, but I don't think, according to my view, we will have continuous fall like how we had today, a big bonus day. That's not going to happen. The same thing with Nifty. Let me just go to Nifty daily chart. See, Nifty has broken a very important support, which I thought will be held at least until this monthly expiry, or it won't break that easily. That is this level of 15,500, which I thought will not break that easily because of this previous price action. But we broke that and we have fallen almost 270 points below that. So the next level of support in Nifty is coming in probably at around 15,151, and then below that we have 14,896. Obviously it's not something that will come in one day or something. So, and looking at even Nifty CPR tomorrow, right, it's a pretty wide CPR again in Nifty, expecting the market just to go sideways. See, my view is we might form some kind of a triangle pattern and then kind of probably it will take a day or two or breakdown or tomorrow itself. So wait for that break of structure, and the best short trade is if the previous day low is broken. That's what we will be looking at. So this is the Banknifty chart. The kind of structure that was formed is this, where if we had this trend line and broke, and this all until this today's gap up, it was like a triangle, right? Today's gap up has given us a structure like this, where we kind of broke this trend line and fell. And the same thing with Nifty. Nifty had a better structure actually, in terms of we kind of had this exact pattern and broke and fell down. So wait for some kind of a structure to form like this and then break down. But the market is still bearish, there's no doubt about it. Just looking at the global markets, the US market right now, it's down about 650 points. The European markets is also heavily down. Not sure how much of a gap down we will get. As of now, we are just indicating a flat gap down, probably because of the fall that we had today. Most of the fall that had to happen happened today. So tomorrow the best plan is not to trade. In case we get a trade, it's best to trade based on the CPR levels and if today's low is broken. That's it for today. Hope everybody had a good day today, and hope let's make some money tomorrow as well. Thank you.